Seems legit. Hello Legitimates, welcome back to my channel. I am sitting over here away from my laser because I am doing a second one of these boards, but I just wanted to show you what I did with my laser. So this board was $10 from Kmart, so nice and cheap. It did have a few little bits, so you'll watch me fix that up. And I have done an engraving that took a whole 23 minutes. I think this looks wonderful, that's why I'm making a second one. I have also showed you how to finish off a board as well, so if you want to see how to make it, let's go.
Alright, so let's go pick a design. I'm going to go to Etsy.com, and then you can just type in, this is what I usually type in. As you can see, I look up a lot of different things, but I usually type in laser cut SVG, and then at the start of it, whatever you're looking up. So, charcuterie board. And this will bring you up with like a whole bunch of different designs that you can pick. I am going to pick this one here. So it's uploaded, and here it is. So if you click on it, it over here will show you how big the design is. I work in millimeters because I'm Australian. I can sometimes do inches, but all of my laser stuff, I work in millimeters. So I'm just going to take the charcuterie board in my hand and measure out the space that I've got that's total engravable. So we have, let's say, 28 by 16. Also 280 by 160. So that's the biggest we can do. 280, 137. I want to go a little bit smaller than 280 so it's not all the way to the edges. But that's the biggest we could do. So what I'm actually thinking of is maybe 200 long. So width, let's make it 200. It will make it obviously a bit smaller, but then it's not all the way to the edge. This is the thing with design. It doesn't have to go all the way to the edge of the board. I just want it neatly in the middle. So now I'm going to click on it. We've already got it set to engrave, but sometimes it automatically says score. If that's the look you're going for, awesome. I want engrave. Then I will use a defined material. We're going to just click on the easy library because it has a lot of things already pre-programmed. And I just want to type in wood, see what happens. Let's go with wood coaster maybe because it's thick. Or we could type in cutting board. It might come up, it doesn't. Okay, so let's go back to wood. And I'm just going to pick to engrave an actual chunk of wood because that's pretty much what I'm doing. And so this will then tell you power is 60, speed is 150. Now on my slower, older models of the 10, well not slower, my less powerful 10 watt, I used to do 50-50 or 100-100. 60-150 on this machine seems like it's going to be good. We also can click engrave. And then you can actually, they've done like a settings for you. So you can like pick how dark you want it. This is obviously perfectly in the middle, but I actually think I'm going to pick this one. And you can see if you click on it, it will change the settings. So you can have it quite dark. So speed's 100 millimeters per second, 50 power. That's quite dark. It's pretty deep, but I think because this is a different wood, I think this is going to be the best one. So now I'm going to click open in XCS and it will transfer that over to here, ready to go. All right, here is my machine. I'm going to turn it on. And then I'm going to have to plug my laptop in. This table's not big enough. I don't have a solution yet. So what I'm just going to do is put it here to plug it in. Make sure the cord goes behind. I also eventually can probably get a longer one of these cords. And then we're just going to
click connect. And now it's connected and it's happy. So, moving that aside, I have a little bit of space down here. Not quite enough, but a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the chopping board in. Now, here's where you need to decide, do you want it to say snacks are gone and hold it in your right hand, or snacks are gone and hold it in your left hand? I'm right-handed. We're also going to fix this. This was like a $10 board, and you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but it's not very nicely sanded. We'll fix it later. First off, put the board in, and we are going to click, I'm just going to show you on the computer. First off, we need to go distance, so you click the little auto measure button, and I don't know if you can see that, but is moving down and measuring how high it is. And then it goes into the corner to reset itself, and the number comes up here. So it's happy. Then I am going to click start marking for where I want the design, and we're going to click rectangle. And I'm going to put this back down. Click start marking, lift up the lid, and position it where I want it. So I think I want it, let's say, here, and push the button, to about here. And click end marking. Click done. We can shut the lid again. And then it's giving me the rectangle space that I have said it needs, which it just fits into. Now, if you drag along, it will actually center it for you. It comes up with these blue cross lines to tell you that you've put it in the center of the engravable space. Love that for me. So now we're going to click process. And then I'm going to move this down out of the way so you guys can see. I'm going to hit start. And then I'm going to move myself out of the way so that you guys can watch it go. Alright, we're all done. Whoopsies. We are all done. I'm going to push the machine out of the way. And you can see it's not super deep, but it's deep and dark enough. I am quite happy. Because this is multiple pieces of wood joined together, you can see that the colors are different. There's nothing you can do about that because it's just the color of the wood that you were engraving at the time. It's only very subtly in. I really love that. However, I have a second board. So I have one, I bought a second one. We're going to do the same design all over again. It's got a sticker on it. Right, I got the sticker off. However, I'm going to have to reposition. So normally I could just click process again, but because I've moved everything, we are going to go to the start marking, hit rectangle again, and then you can actually pick, this one's a lot more straighter than the other one. The other one had like a very big curve. So I'm going to do start marking. I forgot to click a button. Click, and then drag it all the way down here. Bottom corner, as such as it is. End marking. And then you can click done. And I'm just going to line it up again into the center, because that's what we're trying to do. Then I'm going to close the lid. I like how deep it went, so I'm not going to change anything, and I'm going to do a second one. Alright, this is 240 grit sandpaper to just get off those weird little rough bits. And then I'm going to take chopping board oil. This one is lemon scented, and I'm just going to rub it on all of the edges, including the side, and it is all done. So you just got to let that dry for a little bit, and then it's ready to use.